Hi viewers, this is J.Bala Krishna. In this video, we are going to discuss the uses of the verb was. The beginners, people who are going to learn English, who are at the beginner level, they should know the uses of was. This is one of the most important verbs in English language. It comes from B family. In B family, there are 8 members: am, is, are, was, were, be, been, and being. In our earlier videos, we have discussed the details of am, is, are, their uses, and how they are going to help us in learning English language. In this video, we are going to discuss the uses of was. Let me tell you, was is called a verb in English language. People call it an auxiliary verb or main verb according to its place in the sentence. You simply call it a verb. That doesn't make any difference. And it indicates past tense. Please remember that you should use it only for past tense, not for present or future tense. How many people, how many types of subjects can go with this? I, first person singular, I. He, third person singular. She, third person singular. John, third person singular. Then car or it, third person singular. I, he, she, John, any singular noun or pronoun. These are the people who can go with was. I was, he was, she was, John was, car was, it was. This is called grammar. Was indicates past tense. Was can be used by these people. What next? I should know in how many ways this person is going to help me. He is going to help you in 8 ways. You can make 8 types of sentences with this small, beautiful friend called was. What those 8 sentences are, we have to see now. Let us see the uses of was. He was an officer. He was sincere. He was working. He was in the UK. He was here. He was respected. He was being cheated. He was to win the first prize. Please read all these sentences once. He was an officer. He was sincere. He was working. He was in the UK. He was here. He was respected. He was being cheated. He was to win the first prize. These are the 8 uses of was. You can make 8 types of sentences if you know how to use was. Now let us discuss all these 8 sentences in detail. Look at these sentences. He was a cashier. He was a chef. He was a pilot. He was a scientist. He was a soldier. In this way, you can make large number of sentences. This part of the sentence is called subject. and this part of the sentence is called verb. Soldier, scientist, pilot, chef, cashier, all these are called nouns. What do these sentences indicate? These sentences indicate identity of this person. He was a cashier, that was his identity. He was a chef, he was a pilot, he was a scientist, he was a soldier. These are the words which indicate the identity of the subject, and all these sentences are in past tense. So this is the first use of was. Now make each sentence into 4 forms so that you get the command of positive and negative forms, positive and negative question forms. He was a cashier, he was not a cashier. Was he a cashier? Wasn't he a cashier? He was a chef, he was not a chef. Was he a chef? Wasn't he a chef? He was a pilot, he was not a pilot. Was he a pilot? Wasn't he a pilot? He was a scientist, he was not a scientist. Was he a scientist? Wasn't he a scientist? He was a soldier, he was not a soldier. He was a soldier called positive statement. He was not a soldier is negative statement. Was he a soldier is a question to confirm positively. Was he a soldier? Wasn't he a soldier is a negative question to confirm negatively. Make sentences like this. Now this is fixed. You can say he was a cashier, or she was a cashier, or John was a cashier. He, she, John, any non-living singular thing, that is fixed. But your progress depends on the number of nouns you collect. Collect more nouns, make more sentences. If you have less nouns, if your vocabulary is limited, you can make only limited number of sentences. So take large number of nouns and make more sentences, and at the same time practice 4 variations. This is the first use of was. Now let us learn the second use of was. Look at this sentence. She was sincere. She was beautiful. She was regular. She was experienced. She was shocked. This is called subject, and this is called verb. Here we are using was. It indicates past tense. I repeat: sincere, beautiful, regular, experienced, shocked. All these come under the category other words, and grammar calls them adjectives. Adjectives are the words which are used to tell more, to describe a living thing or a non-living thing. I'm describing this person, this lady, this subject by using these adjectives. She was sincere, she was beautiful, she was regular, she was experienced, she was shocked, she was tall, she was short, she was fair, she was dark, she was intelligent, she was sincere, she was honest, she was determined, she was dedicated, she was decent, she was dignified, she was disciplined, and on and on and on. So she, he, it, or any name of the person or thing, singular one, can be used here. Put was, it indicates past tense, and collect more and more and more and more adjectives. Put them here, keep on making sentences. When should I use this type of sentences? Past description. All these sentences indicate description of a person or a thing in the past. She was sincere. I am saying that in the past, this quality was there in this lady. She was beautiful. I am saying that this quality was there in this lady past indication. So all these words are used in past form to talk about this person. After making sentences, good number of sentences, again as usual, I have been telling you, make positive, negative statements and make positive and negative question forms in this way. She was sincere, she was not sincere. Was she sincere? Wasn't she sincere? She was beautiful, she was not beautiful. Was she beautiful? Wasn't she beautiful? She was regular, she was not regular. Was she regular? Wasn't she regular? She was experienced, she was not experienced. Was she experienced? Wasn't she experienced? She was shocked, she was not shocked. Was she shocked? Wasn't she shocked? That's it. This is called past description, the second use of was. Now let us see how it helps me in the third way, the third use of was. Look at these sentences. He was waiting. He was talking. He was writing. He was listening. He was arguing. This is the third use of was. Subject, verb and other words, and these are the ing forms. Ing forms of the action verbs. He was waiting, he was talking, he was writing, he was listening, he was arguing. These are the sentences and we should use them to talk about past tense because was indicates past tense and you can use he, she, it or any singular noun. Grammar calls it past continuous tense. Grammar calls it past continuous tense. When should I use this type of sentences? This type of sentences are used when you are talking about some action which was going on in the past on temporary basis. It was not on permanent longer duration. It was on shorter duration, temporary basis or continuous or incomplete. It was going on when you saw that. It was in progress, progressive form, temporary, continuous, incomplete in the past. So it was taking place temporarily, continuously. It was in incomplete stage in the past. In such type of situations, you can make these sentences. This is called past continuous in English grammar. Subject, he, she, it or any singular noun that is fixed, was is fixed. So this is not a big deal. This is not a big achievement for you. Your achievement is this. Have more number of ing forms. Keep on collecting more and more ing forms so that you can make large number of sentences like this. It improves your vocabulary and fluency. After making large number of sentences like this, go to the next stage and make 4 forms with each example. Like this. He was waiting. He was not waiting. Was he waiting? Wasn't he waiting? He was talking. He was not talking. Was he talking? Wasn't he talking? He was writing. He was not writing. Was he writing? Wasn't he writing? He was listening to me. He was not listening to me. Was he listening to me? Wasn't he listening to me? He was arguing with them. He was not arguing with them. Was he arguing with them? Wasn't he arguing with them? In this way, make 4 forms. Remember, make it orally, loudly, clearly, without feeling shy, without any inhibition. Only then you will learn spoken English or communication skill or call whatever you want. This is the third use of was. Now we shall discuss the fourth use of was. Take a look at these sentences. He was at the airport. She was in the USA. She was under training. The book was on the table. The tablet was inside the box. He, she, the book, the tablet. This is called subject. Was. This is called verb. At the airport, in the USA, under training, on the table, inside the box. This is called prepositional phrase. A preposition is a word which indicates time, place, relationship. Now this is the fourth use of the word was. This is called auxiliary verb or main verb, or you can simply call it a technical word. These examples indicate past tense. Because was is meant for past tense, you should use it only for past tense. Now every example can be used in four ways. He was at the airport. He was not at the airport. Was he at the airport? Wasn't he at the airport? She was in the USA. She was not in the USA. Was she in the USA? Wasn't she in the USA? She was under training. She was not under training. Was she under training? Wasn't she under training? The book was on the table. The book was not on the table. Was the book on the table? Wasn't the book on the table? The tablet was inside the box. The tablet was not inside the box. Was the tablet inside the box? Wasn't the tablet inside the box? In this way, loudly, clearly practice the four forms. It gives you very good training to your tongue, because you have to train it to utter, to pronounce words in English language and make longer and longest sentences. And by the way, when should I use this type of sentences? When you are talking about time, like the exam was at 9 o'clock. The exam was on Sunday. The exam was in December. Time. Then place. He was in Hyderabad. He was in America. He was in Singapore. He was at home. He was on second floor. He was on first floor. Then relationship. He was against violence. He was against corruption. He was against war. He was against child abuse. This is the way to use this type of sentences. And after making sentences, try to collect large number of prepositional phrases and keep on making more and more sentences. This is the fourth use of was. Now let us see what is the fifth use of was. Take a look at these sentences. He was here. He was there. He was abroad. He was upstairs. He was downstairs. He was out. Subject, verb, other words. Here, there, abroad, upstairs, downstairs, out. All these come under the category other words, and English grammar calls them adverbs. They are called adverbs. Now this type of sentences you can use when you are talking about place. Naturally, all these words indicate place. Here, there, everywhere, somewhere, nowhere, here and there, upstairs, downstairs, out. All these words indicate place. When you want to talk about the place, you can use this type of sentences. And when to talk about the past, because was is the word which can be used to talk about past. You can use it with he, she, it, or any singular living or non-living noun or name. You can use it with 4 people. After making sentences like this, again convert each sentence into 4 forms so that you can learn the positive and negative statements, the positive and the negative question forms like this. He was here, he was not here. Was he here, wasn't he here? He was there, he was not there. Was he there, wasn't he there? He was abroad, he was not abroad. Was he abroad, wasn't he abroad? He was upstairs, he was not upstairs. Was he upstairs, wasn't he upstairs? He was downstairs, he was not downstairs. Was he downstairs, wasn't he downstairs? He was out, he was not out. Was he out, wasn't he out? So when you make these 4 forms, you should not do it mechanically. You should be tense conscious. You should tell yourself, now this is past tense. He was here. You have to tell mentally yourself that he was here, the meaning. So if you are tense conscious, you can be more careful and you can avoid making tense related mistakes. So this is the 5th use of was. Now let us see how it helps me in the how it helps me in the 6th way. Take a look at these sentences. He was appreciated. He was congratulated. He was received. He was helped. He was guided. In these sentences, this is called subject. This is called verb. Here I am using was. This is called verb. Appreciated, congratulated, received, helped, guided. This comes under other words and they are called past participle forms of the verb. Every verb has 5 forms: base form, S form, past form, past participle form, and ing form. He was appreciated, he was congratulated, he was received, he was helped, he was guided. Now take a look at these sentences carefully. All these are action verbs. When there is an action verb, definitely there should be a doer. Where is the doer in these sentences? There is no doer because these are the actions done by somebody else, not by this person. This person did not do these actions. This person received. Actions were done to this person. He didn't do anything. All these things happened to him. All these were done to him. He was not the doer of all these actions. The doer was somebody else. Let us say her. This lady did all these actions. If it is necessary, you mention this, or you can stop the sentence here itself, or you can mention something else. This lady is avoidable. It is not worth mentioning. In such situation, we use this type of sentences. In English grammar, they are called simple past passive voice. Passive voice is one of the most favorite terms used by traditional English teachers in the classroom. Today I am going to teach you active voice and passive voice. Like this they proceed. But always do not be terminology conscious. Try to know the uses. Language should be user friendly. Take a subject, he, she, it, or any singular living or non-living noun. Take was, because we are talking about past tense. Was indicates past tense. Take past participle forms. This type of sentences are useful to you when you are giving importance to the receiver, the subject, but not the doer of these actions. When you want to hide the doer, when you want to ignore the doer, when you want to give less importance, when you want to give insignificance to the doer, this type of sentences should be used. He was appreciated, he was congratulated, he was received, he was helped, he was guided. If you want to mention her, he was appreciated by her, he was congratulated by her, he was received by her, he was helped by her, he was guided by her. Make sentences like this. Then convert every sentence into 4 forms, because you will get the practice of positive, negative statements and positive, negative questions. He was appreciated by her, he was not appreciated by her. Was he appreciated by her? Wasn't he appreciated by her? He was congratulated, he was not congratulated. Was he congratulated? Wasn't he congratulated? He was received, he was not received. Was he received by her at the airport? Wasn't he received by her at the airport? He was helped by her in the research. He was not helped by her in the research. Was he helped by her in the research? Wasn't he helped by her in the research? He was guided by her. He was not guided by her. Was he guided by her? Wasn't he guided by her? This is the way of using was to make sentences with past participle forms, where you are downplaying the doer of the actions. So this is the 6th use of was. Now let us see the 7th use of was. Take a look at the 7th use of was. He was being taken to hospital. He was being interrogated by the police. He was being taught by his grandfather. He was being helped. He was being guided. This is the 7th way of using was in English language to make sentences. This part of the sentence is called subject. You are allowed to use he, she, it, or any singular name like John, Mary, car, chair, book. Was. Now ing form, being. The presence of being indicates that all these actions were taking place continuously in the past, and all these people are not the doers. They are not the doers. The doer is somebody else. Let us say, in the first example, he was being taken to hospital by the taxi driver. Taxi driver was doing this action of taking this person to the hospital. He was being interrogated by the police. So this action called interrogated was done by the police in the past. He was being interrogated by the police. He was being taught by his grandfather. According to the meaning of this sentence, grandfather was teaching this person in the past. He was being helped. Here I am not mentioning the doer because in these sentences, the doers are not getting any importance. The doers are unimportant, insignificant. You can hide the doer, you can ignore the doer, you can give less importance to the doer. They are called passive voice sentences. Past continuous passive voice sentences. He was being helped by somebody. He was being guided by his mother. In this way, you can make sentences. What do you need? Take a subject, take was, take being. This part is fixed for all of us, but your progress depends on the number of past participle forms you collect. Collect more past participle forms, make more sentences. Less past participle forms, less sentences. So make more number of sentences. After that, again convert every sentence into 4 forms like this. He was being taken to hospital. He was not being taken to hospital. Was he being taken to hospital? Wasn't he being taken to hospital? He was being interrogated. He was not being interrogated. Was he being interrogated? Wasn't he being interrogated? He was being taught by his grandfather. He was not being taught by his grandfather. Was he being taught by his grandfather? Wasn't he being taught by his grandfather? He was being helped. He wasn't being helped. Was he being helped? Wasn't he being helped? She was being guided by his mother. He was not being guided by his mother. Was he being guided by his mother? Wasn't he being guided by his mother? So in English grammar, this is called past continuous passive voice. Because if you go to the background of the first example, he was being taken to hospital, let us say by the taxi driver. If you go to the background, the taxi driver was taking him to hospital. Police were interrogating him. Grandfather was teaching him. Somebody was helping him. Mother was guiding him. In those sentences, the doers are getting importance. In these sentences, doers are not getting the importance. This person is getting importance. This is the situation to use this one. So this is the 7th use of was. Now let us see the last and the 8th use of was.